Friends, I was offered the opportunity to review a new pedal board from a company called Lekato, and I jumped at it because it was kind of an innovative feature that I like, and also I have some history with them. I bought the Lekato wireless system for guitar, which is my favorite now. Whenever I play out and want to use wireless, this is what I use, and it works great. This is worth having, just letting you know, and it's affordable. It's quite cheap. Well, they had asked me, did I want to review something, and they gave me some options, and I said, well, yeah, I'd like to do this pedal board. And the reason I liked it is because I despise on pedal boards how you've got to Velcro your power supply to the bottom or strap it on there some way, and it's just always unwieldy to me. And this one had a built-in power supply with all the different connections that you might possibly need. I'll show you what I've got here. I've got my tuner on here, my Polytune. I've got an Electro Harmonics bass 9, which this is great for doing loops and stuff. Let me let you hear what this sounds like. So that's how the Strat sounds. Let me turn this reverb off, but listen to this. That's really great. So the bass 9 allows me to get some really cool bass sounds from my loops. And then I got some gain. That's The Good, Bad, and the Ugly is by a company called Subtle Ost, which makes some of the quietest gain pedals. I mean, they don't hiss and stuff, which is just brilliant. They're hand-wired. They're out of hickory. I'm not trying to sell them or anything. There's good guys that I know, and they're just premium. The Crow is a really another. If I turn my reverb back on, it sounds a little. That's killer pedals. I toyed with the idea, did I want to have a wah on here? And I thought, well, you know, I kind of would like to have that. So I've got me a. I've put me some various different, you know. That's a JHS harmonic trim, which is just a beautiful pedal. Then I've got the old cheapo Behringer Ultra vibrato, which is a very pretty vibrato. You put it in combination with your reverbs or something. It even powers my flashback. So I've got even though the flashback doesn't use the voltage, it doesn't recommend it, the pedal works great out of, I think, the 18 volt in the back. It has no problem at all dealing with it, which just makes me very happy. Got a nice slap. So what do I think of this? Flawless design. The pedal board is lightweight. It came pre-loaded, pre-stripped with the fuzzy side of the Velcro already on there. I pulled it out. I was surprised to see that it was all stripped out, and it's on there really good and solid. I can take this pedal board, turn it upside down, shake it, and no problems whatsoever. I think it's very elegant and clean and handy the way that built-in power supply is. I like that. I'm not going to get any more pedal boards where I've got to, like say, strip in, hang in via Velcro or whatever you use to hold your power supply on there. I'm not going to do that anymore. There's one thing that I would criticize, and this was the only downside to this, and it's a super easy thing for Lekato to fix, is you'll see down here I did change out the power cables. It came with a nice selection of kind of medium long and long power cables, but one end was angled and one end was not. And you know, us guitar players, we like to be able to put our angled end into our pedals, right? And we don't want to put the straight end. And if you put the straight end coming out the back, then you've got a bunch of stuff that's sticking out, and you don't want to put that into your really nice travel bag that came with it. This is the bag that came with it. Very nice, sort of like the standard ones that came with almost all, but yeah, pretty decent bag. It came with all the power, except that they were, like I say, angled on one end, not angled on the other. If I were Lekato, I would make them angled on both ends. I went on Amazon, I think for like $9 or $10. I found a 10-pack of cables that were angled on both ends. But this pedal board is designed just to give me kind of cool. I'm going into a GTX 100 from Fender over here. I could go into any amp that I want to. Coming out of the flashback, I could go stereo. And I'll say this, it's a very well-made, lightweight, super stout pedal board with that power supply built in, and I dig it. Ergonomically, it's excellent. I would give this out of 5 stars. I would give this a 4.5 with the way it comes right now. If they put angled cables in, the power cables that are angled on both ends, it's 5 stars. I'm just letting you know, if you buy it right now and it does have the angled on one end and the straight on the other, you know, you're $9-10 away on Amazon. I'll put the link to where I bought the other cables. But I think Lekato, all you got to do, Lekato, is just put those angled cables in there. You got a winner. This is a excellent pedal board. There, as you can see here, that's plenty of real estate for what most of us need. I'm not one of these guys that's going to go out and put 15 pedals on a pedal board. I mean, do you really need that? If you're using an amp like the GTX 100, it already has a nice effects loop built into it, and it has a lot of effects and amp emulation and stuff on there. So I have nothing that's amp emulation on this one. Just some gain, just some, you know. Great job, Lekato. You guys are doing some killer stuff. And so big 2 thumbs up. I would gladly review anything else you guys have. And pretty enthusiastic. I imagine a lot more of these pedal boards are going to start being made this way. You know, the question's going to come up, well, what if something goes wrong with that power supply? You know, folks, so I've got 3 or 4 different pedal boards, maybe 5 pedal boards now. I've not had a power supply go out. I didn't look super close just to see if it could be switched out, but I gather that it probably could. I'm just happy with it. It's not an expensive board. It's comparable to the others. It is a very cool feature to have that. It's just, to me, like I say, super clean and ergonomic. I feel really great going out to gig with a pedal board like this. I'm quite happy with it. If you have any questions about anything I've talked about tonight, about the pedal board or anything, like I say, links are in the description. It's worth having. It's pretty cool. It's the nicest one that I've got now. It might be even cool if they made one that was maybe wide enough for one more set of pedals over here. I'm looking at another pedal platform that I have over here beside me, and it is probably enough for, let's see how my foot is over here. It's probably wide enough to come out to over here. So maybe in the future they come out with one. They probably just have to have more power on the back, more than what they have there already. And you can see that it has a pretty good selection of, you think you got 7, or was it 7 different 9 volts, and you had the other 2, or maybe it was 8, or I can't remember. It's loaded. It's got what you need. Let me stop this. Very cool.
this. Look.